C.J. Ham joins the Power Trip Morning Show now. He's a Pro Bowler. He's a Minnesota Viking fullback. He's a father, and it looks like he's about to be a father again. Hi, C.J.
What's going on, y'all? How you doing?
Hey, so you have 2 daughters, right? Is that correct?
Correct.
You have 2 daughters, and now you have a boy on the way. The gender reveal the other day, you did not do a good job of hiding the fact that you were cheering for a boy.
That was just true excitement right there. That's all it was. I mean, my wife was hoping for a boy too. We had a feeling it was a boy, and it was a new feeling seeing that blue confetti come out. That's for sure.
So what happens if it's not? Because the example that I have in my past was my college girlfriend. Her parents wanted a boy. They had 4 girls, and then they just said, "I quit. I can't." They after four, they just gave up. So if you had gone 3 for 3 with girls, how many more shots would you have taken at the boy?
Let's say a conversation probably would have been had. As if we really want to keep going. I love my girls. I love being a girl dad, and honestly, if it was another girl, I would have been happy as well. And my girls are my girls. That's for sure.
Who got to pick the specifics of the gender reveal? Did your wife basically lay that plan out?
So we got the envelope. Then we just called one of our neighbors, and she did it all in less than 24 hours, and she was able to do that for us.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a great neighbor.
Yeah. People are getting creative with those.
Yeah.
And dangerous, right? So people have gotten hurt at gender reveal.
Oh, I know.
Fireworks and explosions and stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, we can't have that, CJ. We got, believe it or not, we have a football season right around the corner, which, we thought was up in the air for the longest time. So lots to talk to you about when it comes to that. We're just glad to have you on the show again. And, let's get it out in the open. I don't even know what you can say to us, but can you say anything about what it was like to get a false positive, if that's what happened to you? I know a number of Vikings did get a false positive, and I'd heard rumors that you might have been one of them. Are you allowed to say anything about that?
I mean, really, it's one of those things that is out of our control. I mean, the Vikings just took all the protocols that we needed to take at the time. I know all around the league it was happening to many teams, and people staying home, canceling practice, moving practice. It's one of those things that's unfortunate, but you got to make the most of it. And it's honestly probably a good thing. I know Zim has said something. It's probably a good thing that something like this did happen to, battle some adversity and to kind of just plan out what would happen, if it happened during the season.
CJ, when you guys get to game day and you guys have kind of ramped up and you guys are going to do some things where maybe you go down to US Bank Stadium and practice with some of these guys that have never been, what's going to be stranger, the no fans or the fake fan noise?
Well, I mean, we practice with fake fan noise all the time. So obviously I've never practiced with fake fan noise in an empty stadium. So that might be a little different, but it's nice that we're going to go back to US Bank. Haven't been there in a long time, and we obviously got to get used to playing in an empty stadium. So I'm looking forward to it, and just really excited.
So, CJ, some of the people that I know that have been down to TCO are unbelievably impressed with the COVID protocol. In fact, some of them think that it's almost too much, but in a good way, right? That the Vikings and the NFL have gone over the top to make sure you guys are as safe as possible. Even though this sounds crazy because we're a little over 2 weeks away from the first NFL game, but I still feel like I need to ask, do you feel like now that you've gone through a handful of weeks of what this COVID protocol looks like, do you feel confident that the season will start and even more importantly, maybe finish? What's your confidence level right now with the COVID situation in the NFL?
I think the NFL, the Vikings specifically, because that's all I know, but I think the NFL is doing a really good job when it comes to controlling, everything around us and making sure we're safe. Like, yes, at first it seemed like it was a lot, but just like anything, you adapt to it and you get used to it. And at the end of the day, when we're on the field, we're playing football. And so I think the NFL, I think the Vikings are doing an unbelievable job of keeping us safe. And I can't tell the future, but I know right now we're definitely heading in the right direction.
It's hammer time. C.J. Ham, number 30 on the field, number 1 in your hearts, is on the phone with us right now. People probably know this, but for those of us who don't, do you guys go home after practice, or is training camp for the Vikings a situation where you guys, like you used to when you were in Mankato, are away from your family this entire time?
I get to go home and we get to have our virtual meetings. So It's nice to, it's definitely a different camp, but it's nice to be able to go home, sleep in your own bed, but also get work done, doing the virtual stuff. And I'm just very thankful for technology, and I know the coaches and everybody else thankful for this technology right now to be able to get work done.
Obviously, CJ, none of you want to get what is currently going on in society with COVID and all that, but there's also got to be a part of all of you guys that do not want to let your other your teammates down, or even other people in the league down. If one of you is like, I'm going out, and then you go out and you get it, that has to be something that weighs on your guys' minds about not wanting to waste an opportunity by putting other people in jeopardy.
Exactly. I mean, we have to be smart. Regardless if we're NFL players or not, I feel like everybody should go out there and be smart and do all they can to keep themselves and their family safe. Obviously people still have to live their life and do things, but not to go out of their way to put themselves in a bad situation. I think professional athletes, right now with what's going on, is we have to do the same exact thing and make sure we're being safe.
The fans this year don't get to watch preseason games. We don't get to blow people out of the water in terms of expectations, but it seems like that's already happened anyway, just through Twitter, pictures, and video with a guy like Cam Dantzler. But you're a player. You go against these guys in practice. You've seen offensive rookies and defensive rookies, and the Vikings drafted about 96 rookies this year. Who do you like so far? Who looks good to you from a player's perspective?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, Cam is, obviously been doing his thing. He's made some plays, and you can see that via social media. I know Justin Jefferson had a highlight video after like day 2, so he's out there making plays, and just to see all the competition from the offensive line and the young linebackers, it's been really nice.
How weird is it to not have Kevin Stefanski at camp with you guys?
Yeah, this is definitely a little different. Kevin, Coach Ski was the one who kind of brought me in. He was a running back coach my rookie year, and he was part of the reason why I even got a shot. So he was with me the entire time, and it is different. But I wish him the best, and he's gonna do great in Cleveland. And right now we're just focused on here.
CJ, we hear a lot about some of the high-profile players either want to get paid so they sit out, or when they don't get what they want, they sit out, or they won't play in preseason, or they won't do any of that. Your guy, Delvin Cook, hasn't really gotten what he wanted yet, but he still shows up every day. What does that say about Delvin?
It says exactly what he's trying to portray. That he loves the ball. He loves the ball. He loves his team. He loves his teammates. He's gonna come out here and do what he has to do because it's who he is, and I respect that, and I got his back 100%.
How much quieter is practice without Everson Griffen?
It's still pretty loud. I wish Ev the best. I'm super happy for him. Ev's an unbelievable guy. I know he's gonna do great in Dallas. But practice is still great, and we're still having fun out there.
CJ Ham, last thing, we'll let you go. I know you got to get ready for practice and such like that. It's great to hear your voice, and again, congratulations on the new baby coming, and what a strange year, but some great things happening for you. Last thing though, you went to Augustana. My daughter's a senior in high school, thinking about Augustana. Would you be willing to give her a tour at any point before the season starts? Because she's really on the bubble right now. She's not sure where she wants to go, and I think you'd really put her over the top with Augustana.
I don't think he's allowed to with the COVID protocol.
Is that right? Okay, so that's the only thing keeping it. All right. Yeah, probably true.
You have to do a Zoom.
And I definitely think that's holding me back right there. But I definitely I definitely encourage her to go to Augustana. Augustana is a great place, great school, and she'll definitely love it.
Well, congratulations again on everything going on in your life. Stay healthy and tell everybody we miss them, and I can't wait to see you playing that football game against the Packers coming right up, man. Thank you.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate y'all.
See you later.
C.J. Ham, Minnesota Vikings fullback.